Okay, welcome to the Mid-Atlantic weather outlook for about the next 7 days, and then looking in beyond to see how temperatures and precipitation are over the next 2 weeks. As we look today, what we can see is there's this troughiness and this low pressure system that's hung up front in the southeast. There's a lot of rain and moisture down in North Carolina, South Carolina. South Carolina has seen, unfortunately, even record-setting rainfalls in the last 24 hours at Charleston, almost 3 inches of rain. This low pressure system here that's stuck is truly stuck in the flow. And what you're seeing here in the north with the high pressure system is moisture coming off the ocean. So cooler temperatures, just ocean cooled, and with clouds here in this region and drizzly. That expands some as you see as we go forward. Out west, we're seeing a true Rocky Mountain typical snowstorm type of situation as the front comes on shore. This is going to be a wash and repeat type of a week as we see in the roller coaster of things and how things progress. So this low again is stuck here in the east with the front. We see some thunderstorms and things going on down here in Florida. We've also seen some severe actually in the last several days. So definitely interesting. Again, you see this drizzle is also starting to increase here in Southwest Virginia. You see that increase a little further into Virginia as this low is coming up the coast a little bit. But these highs are pressing down and keeping it from really making its progression too far north. And then on Wednesday, again, low is here. We've seen some high pressure system kind of wedged down here on the East Coast, but it's not making it south because of the just the persistence here of the low. Then this kind of breaks apart and starts to come back north as a warm front. And with that, we're getting a little bit of return flow now. High pressure systems have a clockwise flow, so we're seeing some moisture coming here into Virginia. And that also persists, so cloudiness is not unheard of, but also with southerly winds, we're going to see warmer weather. So here we see even more warmth and moisture, scattered showers and drizzle and things of that nature. But really warming up temperatures by Thursday. 70s, pretty much a rule unless you're really cloudy. Mountains obviously seeing 60s. So that's what we're dealing with the next several days. All right, and so that Rocky Mountain storm system is coming east, and it's gaining quite a bit of power. We're down to 992. You see the tight isobars, the pressure lines and gradients, a lot of winds off the lakes. But here on the eastern side, we're getting southerly winds, so we're warming up. It's staying nice and warm. So as I was mentioning, you get the southerly winds here, and that makes it really, really nice. That's some nice arrow drawing by me, I'm sure. So anyway, but that is something to note in the next several days, and then we come for the next day to see how things are going and progressing. Again, southerly, southwesterly winds. Now we get a little bit downslope to it. I would not be surprised to see 80s break out, possibly in this area. Depending on the amount of moisture, obviously the showers coming off the ocean, but I wouldn't be surprised at all even to see a few dotted 80s around parts of Virginia and North Carolina. Warm air, a lot of moisture too. That moisture is going to be squeezed out by this front. This front's going to move through. It's going to take overnight into Saturday, unfortunately, for this front to totally clear. So Saturday could be kind of a rainy, not super washed out day, but on and off showers until it clears. Cool air definitely coming in as well. So we see here on day 5. Go ahead and erase my. Oh, look at that. We're not seeing it. There we go. You know what I didn't do is, so day 3 is it coming through day 4. Now the front's made it through, so that's over the weekend. And cooler air, but this is moving somewhat slow. We've also had moisture just streaming in this area, so it's going to get squeezed out. There's going to be rain showers. And then day 5, finally this thing has moved totally further east. Of note here, Sunday morning, with these winds off the lakes, could see some showers, some mountain snow showers even in this region, not coming east, really west of the mountains. We'll actually say just the highest elevations probably in this region. Could see a few snow showers and rain showers mixed. That would be Sunday morning. So just a note. So again, as we mentioned, so it finally clears. We get a nice sunny day Sunday and a Monday. And then we talk about next week. And wow, this is looking familiar. Here's a high pressure system over the East Coast. Maybe some easterly winds. So there could be some moisture here that we're not seeing. But if no moisture and things look good, and the high is strong enough, which is pretty strong with 1032, to be clear skies and warming pattern next week for sure. So here it is, persisting, although I'm seeing this wedginess, that sounds funny, wedging of cold air east of the mountains. So I wouldn't be surprised if some areas see a little cooler than what we are forecasting currently. So that's what's going on in the 3 to 7 time. And with the beginning of the period, the high being a little bit to the west, moving east, is bringing out cooler air. So it's pretty normal temperatures, 50s, 60s, maybe 70s, far south, but pretty much 50s, 60s. That's in the 6 to 10 day period. As far as precip goes, due to that persistent, southerly flow and the risk of some showers, we're seeing higher than normal chances of precipitation. And so that's in the 6 to 10 day. Now with those highs moving east and southerly flow, we're seeing persistence of warm here in the Great Lakes region. Don't be surprised if we see this a lot during this winter. But anyway, so we're just seeing warmth returning here to the eastern part of the U.S. Persistent pattern, probably right into December. So don't be surprised to continue to see forecasted above normal with little shots of cooler than normal here and there, or normal weather here and there. And with southerly winds, you get a lot more moisture, chances of precipitation as well. So that pretty much summarizes the next couple of weeks. We're looking for in the long term, as we move into December, probably the best chances for cooler air right in the middle of the month. It seems to be consistent the last couple of months. Start off warm, have a little cool period, end warm, start off warm, end, cool period, end warm. Seems to be pretty persistent that we're going to see that kind of pattern until we get any blockiness in the upper regions of the atmosphere. We don't see that right now. And so that is our outlook for the next couple weeks and at least the next 7 days. Thanks.